What really happened on the 27th of January 1591? Come with me and let's find out. Manchi! Manchi! Good boy, let's go! We can move off now. On this date in 1591, Dr. John Fian was executed as a witch, kicking off the North Berwick Witch Trials. For Dr. John, the problem started when he was accused of witchcraft by a wicked young woman who used to sneak out of her house at night, simply to help people who were feeling sick. Question: this awful woman soon confessed that Dr. John was part of a huge coven. Dr. John tried to deny it was true, but under enough torture he cracked and admitted to the most terrible satanic acts, including tying candles to his horse's legs so he could ride it safely at night, cutting off a lock of a woman's hair so she would fall in love with him by magic, and throwing an old orange into the sea to brew up a storm and kill King James. Things would have gone very badly for Dr. Fian if he didn't have the help of his best friend and handbag impersonator, my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, Robertson Delaney. Robertson first suggested that Fian simply take back everything he'd said, claiming he'd misunderstood the question. But that didn't work. People had tried that before. Next, he tried to get the country's best lawyer to represent his friend, ideally on a no-win, no-fee basis. But she wouldn't do it. She was still annoyed with Fian cutting off a bit of her hair. That left them with no option but for Robertson to put his improvisation skills to the ultimate test and pretend to be a lawyer himself. They were going great guns too, and might even have got away with it, until the prosecution brought out their star witness: a pair of boots created by King James himself. This was a simple ploy by the prosecution to get the jury on their side, for the boots were small and quite fancy. In fact, the boots were so small that Robertson burst out laughing, something a lawyer would never actually do. Their cover blown, Fian was immediately pronounced a witch and condemned to be strangled to death and then his corpse thrown on a fire. But you can't really blame Robertson for what happened. He was doing his best and shouldn't have been put on the spot in the first place. If you ask me, it was the British justice system which let them down. If they'd had two good lawyers, then they could have got the other one for Fian. Manchi, where's the poo? There it is. And anyway, some people say Robertson's punishment was much worse than Fian's, for while Fian was quickly killed, Robertson had his buttocks surgically removed and replaced with oranges, meaning he could never sit down again for the rest of his long life without getting juice on his trousers and making it look like he'd wet himself.